Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and in today's video I have even more good news. The market is closed. It is Sunday. We are expecting the market to open tomorrow on time as usual, but for whatever reason my portfolio has gone up in value once again over the weekend, and I think I know what the reason for that is, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. So this is the reason that my portfolio has gone up over the weekend, which is really strange that it went up by that much, but as you guys can see, well, you guys can't see on your screen, but I'm going to show you over here. Ethereum seems to have bounced up, and I actually bought Ethereum during the Bitcoin dip. When Bitcoin hit around $29,000, that is when I went ahead and purchased Ethereum. And now, as you can see over here, Ethereum is almost at $1,400, and my equity in Ethereum is roughly around $13,000. This is the reason that my portfolio grew over the weekend. I'm really excited about this. I hope Ethereum stays where it is and continues to grow so that my portfolio can continue to grow. This is so cool to watch because just 2 weeks ago, my portfolio was sitting at $95,000. We have jumped from $95,000 all the way to $120,000 in 2 short weeks. Now, before I jump into covering my portfolio and my game plan for tomorrow, quick disclaimer, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Just because I invest in these stocks doesn't mean you have to. Do your own due diligence and only invest with money that you are willing to lose. And I say that because over the past few weeks, although my bets have mostly paid off, I am investing in very high risk companies. And I'm going to show you that as I go over my portfolio, which I do almost every day. So, well, let's start with my options. I have the NNDM option, which is doing great. I have my NEO calls, which I think I will cash out once that hits $10,000. So we're at $1,000. I have till the end of the year. I truly believe that I can take that number up to $10,000 or even more. And once I do, that is kind of when I'm going to exit that call position. I'm going to quickly scroll down and show you guys my big movers. So Apple was a big mover for me. Jumia was a huge mover for me. I actually had call options in Jumia that I sold, and now I have a little bit of FOMO. But that's all right. The company's stock just skyrocketed in a very short amount of time. And for those of you who made money on the call options, congratulations. For those of you like me who are holding shares, also congratulations, because we made a ton of money on Jumia. BNGO is continuing to be a moneymaker. We increased our stocks from 100 shares all the way to 400 shares, and we will continue to hold this company all the way up. I increased my holdings in Tesla from 1 share to 3 shares. I am actually going to look again this week and try to buy some more shares of Tesla if I feel like the price is right. Realty income, which is has been negative for me for the past couple of weeks, so I'm really excited to see it in the green, but opening tomorrow, you really never know where this stock is going to go. I'm in it for the distribution, for the monthly dividend that I receive from it, so I'm not too worried about the little ups and downs that happen in the market with Realty income. It is a fairly stable stock, and their dividend comes in on time, every month. TTCF, which has also gone up a little bit. I am planning on looking at TTCF calls when I feel like the price is right for this company. So I am going to jump back into TTCF, but on the option side, hopefully this week if I can. And then of course, I have 2 of my favorites, NNDM stocks. I have those. I also have NNDM calls, as you guys saw earlier, and Opendoor. Opendoor is absolutely one of my favorite companies right now, and I think they're going to do fairly well long term. So I am going to continue to buy positions in Opendoor as I see fit. And then here is a list of penny stocks that I bought into, and I did fairly well in all of them. I have CHEK, I have ISR, I have SRPT, I have ARCs, all 3 ETFs of ARC. So ARCG, ARCW, and ARCQ. I have all 3 of those. I am going to continue to buy positions in all 3 of those ETFs, as I really believe that Cathie Wood is disrupting the ETF space and looking towards the future, which is where we need to be looking today if we want to make money down the line. So I really think that these 3 ETFs should be a part of anybody's portfolio because she is just a visionary. She's a genius. And the companies that she picks up are usually companies that every YouTuber jumps on right after she picks those companies up. And then I have some more small cap companies over here. I have CCIV. They did fairly well for me. I have Sens. So Sens, I entered the party a little late, but I'm not too worried about it. I am going to continue to add more positions in Sens as time progresses because I really believe long term this company will do well. And then this last acquisition actually I made on Friday, which is UVXY. So I feel like UVXY right now is at rock bottom. It has nowhere to go but up because this stock actually shorts the market. And I'm using it as a hedge against my entire portfolio. So every time it hits that $10 to $10.30 mark, I do go ahead and buy a couple of shares of UVXY. I am also going to buy a couple of call options if this price goes down, which means you're going to see me lose a little bit of money on UVXY, but nothing to worry about there, because as the market dips, which it occasionally does, very normal in the stock market, UVXY tends to shoot up, giving me drastic profit. So I take the profits when the market goes up. I also take profits when the market goes down, and I do it through UVXY. Okay, so now that I've covered my portfolio for last week, so today is Sunday, so I've covered everything that we've done as far as Sunday. Tomorrow when the market opens, there's going to be a new game plan, and I wanted to discuss that in this video. If you guys watched my last video, you will remember that I mentioned something about me adding 5G to my portfolio, as I believe that 5G is at a point right now where it is a viable concept. There is a lot of viability in 5G, and I think now is the perfect time to jump into it. The two companies that I'm looking at are Airg and Pcti. Now, out of the two companies, Airg, which is Airgain, is the riskier company to invest in. They don't have a dividend, they're fairly newer, but with 5G technology, I really believe that they will do well long term. So I am going to be investing in them and holding on to Airg shares for the next couple of years because I really believe in 5G. And I really think that the infrastructure is currently lacking and we need more 5G infrastructure. And companies like Airg are going to provide that. As for Pcti, it is a cheaper stock and it is a dividend paying company. They're a little far ahead than Airg is in the game. And they're a little less risky in my opinion just because they are a dividend paying company. So these are the two stocks that I'm going to be looking at as far as 5G to add to my portfolio starting tomorrow. I am going to acquire this in phases. So I wanted you guys to know that I will be adding 5G to my portfolio as I really believe that 5G is now in a place where it is good to invest in. And there is one more stock that I will be looking at tomorrow that I can think of that may be a good investment. It has the potential to double in a very short amount of time, and that is AMC Theaters. So I'm quickly going to go over the 1 month chart and show you what AMC was looking like. So AMC was trailing at about $2.22, and we did see a spike all the way to $3 and now all the way to $3.54. I think short term, so meaning in less than a year, this is a $5 share in my opinion. And so I have decided to take the risk and invest a little bit of my own money into this company and see how that's going to play out. I really don't believe there's any more downside left for AMC. As the vaccines become more and more available within the US, I think AMC is going to start to see a bulk of their revenue come back. So those are my thoughts on these three stocks that I just gave you. There is another super speculative stock that I am looking at, and since you guys are still here, I'm going to share the ticker symbol with you really quickly. The ticker symbol is NNOX, NanoX Imaging, and I think this company could do great things, and I am looking to maybe buy a small portion into this company. And I think out of all the companies that I talked about today, this is probably the highest risk company that I'm looking at right now. Now, if you look at NNOX really quickly, you'll see that they IPO'd at $20, quickly jumped up to $64, and then went back down. And for the past 5 years, have been significantly down. They are, however, getting very close to an FDA approval right now. Nothing guaranteed, of course. The FDA approval could not come. They could get denied or rejected. But I think if there's a time to jump into this company and take a risk, now is that time. So I haven't decided exactly how much I'm going to be investing in this company, but it's going to be definitely close to 50 to 100 shares is what I'm looking at. I'm quickly going to click back to my portfolio because, as all of you know, the last few days in the market were red, but they were green for me, which is extremely strange. But hey, I'm not complaining. And I think if we have a couple of green days next week, which I am anticipating, my portfolio will once again do fairly well. With that being said, guys, if you guys are finding value in my content, remember to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button so that you guys can be a part of this awesome community and we can make some money together. And just like that, my name is Hamza and I'll see you guys next video.